which has nothing to do, with the Islam. So in Islam, we have the clear instructions that if we slaughter an animal, it should be slaughtered only in the name of Allah. That's why while slaughtering the animal, it is important to recite Bismillah Allahu Akbar, in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah the greatest of all. And even Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah ta'ala, he says, at this occasion, at this moment, though salawat upon Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is one of the best ibadah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. Those who send the salawat upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they carry huge rewards. One of the hadith says, one salawat carries 10 rahmah, 10 mercies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you send one salawat upon Prophet, Allah will bless upon you 10 rahmah, 10 mercies, 10 blessings. So salawat is one of the best deeds. That's why most of the time, beside praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we also send salawat upon the Prophet, peace be upon him. However, Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah ta'ala, he says that if you slaughter an animal, while slaughtering an animal, the slaughterer has to say Bismillah Allahu Akbar. So Hanafi school of law, it suggests that at this point one should not recite salawat, so that there is no resemblance, that as if the animal has been, the least doubt should not be there that there is some portion that the animal has been slaughtered in the name of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because in Islam it is strictly prohibited. We have to slaughter all the animals only in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So at this occasion, one should avoid salawat. But for Imam Shafi'i rahimahullah ta'ala, he says, of course, if the intention is altogether taken care of, then there is no problem. A person can recite salawat at the time of slaughtering the animal. But the practice is, what we find from the Sunnah is to say, Bismillah Allahu Akbar. But the Arab pagan practice was, they would slaughter these animals in the name of their idols and their statues. Bismillah, Bismillah Uzza, in the name of Lat, in the name of Uzza. And then this was to gain their favors. The intention was to gain the favors of these idols and statues. But yet other group, they would slaughter these animals at the graves of the generous people just to flaunt the money. And this was usually practiced by the rich people. Those who had accumulated wealth, then in order to show off their wealth, they would carry the camels to the graves and then they would slaughter them over there. So slaughtering animals at the graves is strictly prohibited in Islam. It's not allowed anyway. And the meat of it is altogether the same as it about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Ma'idah. حُرِّمَتْ عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَيْتَةُ حُرِّمَتْ عَلَيْكُمُ الْمَيْتَةُ وَالدَّمُ وَلَحْمُ الْخِنْزِيرِ وَالْمُنْخَنِقَةُ وَالْمَوْقُوذَةُ وَالْمُتَرَدِّيَةُ وَالنَّتِيحَةُ وَمَا أَكَلَ السَّبُعُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in this verse of Surah Al-Ma'idah a number of animals and the meat of the animals which is prohibited for us to consume. And among these, in this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions al-mayta, that the dead animals, even if they happen to be halal when they are alive. For example, if the cow is alive, it is permissible for us, we can slaughter it. As we did very recently on the occasion of Eidul Adha. So if the sheep is alive, we can easily slaughter it. If the goat is alive, we can easily slaughter it. If the camel is alive, we can easily slaughter it. But once they are dead, either the natural death or hit by something else, or they roll down from the mountains or the hilly area, or they are somehow they die of the natural death or accidental death, but without the slaughtering. If it is without the slaughtering, or for example, two animals, they fight with each other, and in between the fight, one of them or both of them, they died. So it's not permissible for us to consume. It is strictly prohibited.